What's up guys, Chameleon117, and today I'm going to be giving you guys another deck profile for my zombie deck. This is a updated version for obviously the 2015 ban list. This deck has certain matchups. It can be competitive. Obviously Prophecies is a problem, Ghost Tricks is a little bit of a problem, but you can get over them. Dark World isn't too bad because they got their own little banishment, but rather than that, it's a very fun slash competitive deck if you want it to be. So with further ado, let's get into this deck profile for you guys. I'm not crazy on Dark Zombies. I think they're kind of shit still, but you know, they can do some pretty cool stuff. So yeah. First we got 2 Zombie Master. I'm not crazy on running 2. I don't like drawing it first turn because then it's just dead. But at the same time, it is 1800, so not really much wrong with that. You can just summon it and just poke your opponent for 18. Not really that bad to draw it first turn. But yeah, usually you just want Turtle first, and then get the Turtle in the grave or Mizuki, and then you can go from there. To Mizuki, obviously you're going to want this in the grave. It's a good pitch for Zombie Master, Foolish Burial if you want to use that, if you have that. I don't have that. And yeah, it's basically Mizuki. It's at 2 now, so it just makes the deck that more competitive. The free Pyramid Turtle is a little personal, well, I guess not personal, it's staple-ish, but at the same time I don't put it in the Goblin Zombie because my main deck is different. It has a Thunder King in it, so meaning I can't add shit to my hand, but going by that I'm like, okay, so I can't add shit, but I can still special summon stuff with Pyramid Turtle. So yeah, basically get all zombies out. LSTK, OTK, Beast Monster, pretty good. Yeah. 1 Plague. I don't have another one, but I put in the TG Striker to test it out. It seems to work alright. So right now I got a monster that can special summon from the hand, and I got a monster that can special summon from the grave. So a little bit of an interesting combo there. Obviously when I get another Plague, there's going to be 2 Plague and no Striker. But with the Striker I can just make Barky on a Beast or whatever. So yeah. I put Malevolent Goku N in because sometimes he can be a dead draw if you don't have another zombie, but that's alright, because if you have just a creature swap, you could just swap this over to your opponent. Now your opponent might think, well, why would you give me a 24 beater thing? The reason I do that is so you will get burned for 2400, because if you don't have a zombie in your graveyard during my end phase or your end phase, whatever, this blows up and you're going to lose 2400 life points. It's a good burner, I find. That's why that's in there. Also, you can just make it a level 6, beat over things and shit. Spirit Reaper, wall, or you can poke it when you creature swapping your turtle. You can destroy the turtle and summon a Reaper and poke your opponent for 300, and they will discard. So yeah. Then we got 1 Illblood. He speeds up the deck quite a bit. Since I'm not running a Call of the Mummy, it's like the MVP, basically. But usually you don't want to bring them out when you know your opponent hasn't played any Bottomlesses or Solemns. You just want to make sure of that, because once he dies and all your stuff is on the field, if he dies, all the stuff that was on your field when you used its effects will die with it. And that just sucks. Playing 2 Necro Gardener for the pitch with the Zombie Master, or it's 1300, so it's relatively decent defense. Sometimes I'll just set it and my opponent will think, oh, it's a turtle or snowman eater, so I won't even attack it. But once you flip it up, it's just a Necrogardna, dude. So either they attack, it goes in a grave, you get a negation, or they don't attack it and it just sits there, and you flip it, and you can get a level 3 XZ. So it's like either way you look at it, it's like a +1. 2 Snowman Eater. I prefer this over Raikou. I don't even have Raikou right now anyway, but that's alright. This dude is 1900 defense, and it's pretty good. Basically blow up a face-up monster. I wish it said card, but it is what it is. It's not a Raikou, where Raikou just blows up a card, unfortunately. But 19 defense, good effects, not much bad about it. And I'm playing Gores. Zombies are relatively slow, so sometimes when you're just drawing Gores, you're like, well, I don't really care if the deck is slow right now. I have a Gores, so yeah. Neospace and Gramble. Basically just pop everything, Pleiades, Ophion. Basically anything, it don't matter. Gramble's just gonna get rid of it. And Thunder King, because this won't hurt me at all, because I'll never add shit to my hand from my deck unless a Pot of Duality. So this is always going to be a plus for me. It's never a negative. So yeah, that's why that's in there. And that is 20 monsters. Onto the spells. Relatively staple for zombies. Dark Hole. Free MST. Back row. 1 Mind Control. 2 Creature Swap. 2 Book of Life. This is the monster. This is the banishment for Grapplers and shit. Pretty good. Book of Moon. And 1 Duality. People say, well, you can't just run 1. You have to run free or none. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna still put 1 in. Just to at least give me some kind of help. And that is 12 spells, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spells. Onto the traps. We got basically, again, staple-ish, but I put some new cards in. Mirror Force, Compulse, Bottomless, Solemn, 2 Magic Cylinder, and a couple of tech choices of mine. Levitine, it's a good combo for Gardna, Pyramid Turtle, doesn't matter. If your opponent blows up that monster by battle, you just activate this and blow that monster up, and your opponent can't do anything, because they can't activate anything to its activation. People think that this card does not exist. It exists, dudes. It's a Heavy Storm trap card. It's you gotta do something. This is what you do when there's no Heavy Storm. You put this in. And 2 impenetrable attacks, like a Threatening Roar or Rabuku. I like it because it has 2. 1, you target 1 monster you control. It can't be destroyed by battle or card effects that turn. And the other one is you lose no battle damage. This battle phase. So that's amazing. I like that. So I put 2 of those in. Seems to work pretty well. Okay, that's my main deck. On to the extra deck. We got 1 Flamewheel. He's pretty good for the ghost tricks, since they're all usually defense anyway. You can just beat over them and get bigger and bigger and bigger. Iron Chain Dragon, Gaia Knight, Barkion for the TG Striker, Colossal Fighter for the Necrogardnus, and also the Striker, so we can go up to 3,000 or 3,100 maximum, and Dark End Dragon for basically battle and boxers, because that lead yoke is a pain in the ass, and it's sending it, not destroying it. So yeah. Onto Xyz, 1 level 6, Photon Strike Bouncer, good burner, good answer I find. On level 2, Gachi Gachi, Genzetsu. Yeah. 2 Utopia, 1 Ray. Like, the only other level 4s I have, except for Steelstorm Roach. I gotta get more, obviously. But, Utopia's not horrible. It's 25 and negates attacks. That's not too bad. And plus, they have Ray. So even if it loses materials, you can just make Ray. And this guy just stops dragons, Grapha, gimmick puppets, anything that's big as hell. Level 3, Levier. Giga Brilliant to make my zombies even more beast, because usually they're bigger. They got high attack power, so this guy just makes them even bigger. And 1 wind-ups and mains. How much time I got here? I'll go quickly into the side deck. Battle Fader, Scarecrow. 2 Card Trooper. Depends on what I'm facing. If I'm in the mood to play it, because I'm not a big mill fan for zombies. So this also allows you a draw. So in case it doesn't really matter what I'm facing. If I'm in the mood to play it, I'll play it. So yeah. Then we got 2DD Crow for Dark Worlds matchup. Yeah. Hammer Shot for more destruction. System Down for that Mechano Fortress or whatever. D-Fisher and Light Imprisoning. Alright guys, that is my zombie deck and side deck. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Like, you don't have to subscribe, that's completely your own opinion. I very much appreciate some more subscribers. And yeah, that is it. And this is Chameleon117. Getting out of here. Take it easy, guys.